I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Today we have a Ford Superduty. This is a F-250 Lariat. Now you can get the Superduty in 7 different trim levels. The first one being the XL, which is like a work truck. Second one, the XLT, which is a bit nicer than the work truck. Then comes the Lariat. After the Lariat, you can get the King Ranch, which has an upgraded interior. From the King Ranch, you can go to the Tremor, which is the off-road version of the Superduty. From the Tremor, you can go to the Platinum and then the Limited. The MSRP on this Lariat Superduty is around $60,000. The Superduty starts at around $36,000 and works its way all the way up to $114,000. When I mean Superduty, I mean anywhere from the F-250 to the F-550. The Ford F-250 has 4 main competitors: the Ram 2500, the Chevy 2500, the GMC 2500, and the Nissan XD. The F-250 has best-in-class payload, horsepower, and torque out of gas and diesel-powered engines. For the 3500 series trucks, Ram has the best-in-class torque, making 1,075 pound-feet of torque. However, you cannot get that diesel engine in a Ram 2500. There's 3 engine options you can get for the Super Duty. The first one being the 6.2-liter V8. The second one being the 7.3-liter naturally aspirated V8, nicknamed the Godzilla. And the third one being the 6.7-liter Power Stroke diesel. Now, pop in the hood. We reveal the 7.3-liter Godzilla V8. Now the 7.3-liter makes 430 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. We chose to get the V8 over the diesel for 2 reasons. One being price. The V8 is $10,000 less than the diesel. And the second, for weight. We had a payload issue in our old truck, and the V8 weighs much less than the diesel. Now you can get the F-250 in 3 different cab styles: Super Cab, Crew Cab, and the last one being the Standard Cab. We have the Crew Cab, which has 4 doors. The Super Cab has the 2 suicide doors in the back, and the Standard Cab only has the 2 doors in the front. You can only get the Standard Cab on work trucks such as the XL and the XLT. You cannot get it as an option in the Lariat and above. This F-250 has a wheelbase of 159 inches. However, the wheelbases do vary depending on if you get the Super Cab or the 8-foot bed. The 2020 through 2022 model Super Duties are a refresh from the 2017 through 2019 model year. The biggest difference I find is that on the tailgate, they minimize the Ford oval and emphasize the Super Duty. Where on the older models, they had a real big Ford oval on the back with a very tiny Super Duty underneath. One thing I wish Ford would have done better on is the safety chain hooks. You can see they're under here, and to fit this hook in them, they are awfully tiny. It is kind of a pain, and it's really hard to get in. The metal is also too thick, so it is very awkward to get in. Now once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad, but you always kind of end up scratching your hands on it down here, and it's just not ideal. On the tailgate, we have 2 cup holders on each side, as well as 2 LED lights inside the bed. You have 2 clip downs on each side, which make it easy to bungee cord things in, such as this water jug and battery. As well as these 18-inch wheels, the Lariat Super Duty also comes standard with these all-season Continental tires. On the refresh, another change they made was on the end of these bars on the front grille. The new model has them angle up a little bit, where on the old model, they come straight across. As we step inside of the Super Duty, we are greeted by leather seating surfaces, as well as an 8-inch touchscreen display. This Super Duty also has 4-wheel drive. However, it does not have 4 automatics, so it has 4 low, 4 high, and 2 high. You can also get a Super Duty in 2-wheel drive. You don't have to get in 4-wheel drive. Another option we got was a 3rd front row seat. And if we look to our left, our driver door panel, we have window controls and our door lock. Now in the back, the first thing that we notice is the significant amount of legroom. We have 43 inches. This is a perfect vehicle for long road trips. We ourselves fit 2 kids and 2 dogs here on our way down to Destin. In order to get the front middle seat, we have to make sacrifices to our charging ports, as we only get 1 cigarette lighter down here. We have a significant amount of storage down here. Pull up this single seat, We have our power inverter over here. Now this space back here, you can flip this up and lock all your stuff so it stays safe. So the Ford Super Duty Lariat comes standard with remote start. And all you have to do is press the lock button on the key fob and then double tap the remote start button. And it's real nice on cold days. If you want to warm your car up before getting in it, you can easily do so. Now as we pull out, slowly get on the gas, you can really start to hear the low rumble of the V8. So at higher speeds, the low rumble of the V8 starts to go away. However, some road noise does become present, but it's not too bad considering it's such a big truck. The steering in the Super Duty is somewhat loose and there is a fair amount of play. However, it is all relative. When being compared to a sports car or an SUV, it is loose. However, when compared to other trucks, it's not so bad. The Super Duty is kind of a rough ride, especially when compared to the F-150. But that's due to the capabilities that the Super Duty has over the F-150. It can tow a lot more and it has a lot more payload. Speaking of towing, this F-250 can tow up to 15,000 pounds conventional and up to 18,600 pounds with the fifth wheel or gooseneck. And on the payload side of things, the way our Super Duty is spec'd, we have just over 2,900 pounds of payload. I really like how the Super Duty shows you what gear you're in. I know a lot of other car manufacturers don't do that, such as Chevy or Ram. So it's nice that the Super Duty allows you to know what gear you're in. It's got a stiff rear suspension. It's manageable, it's not too bad. It's as expected in a heavy duty pickup truck. And that wraps up today's video on the 2021 F-250. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.